All right, all right, all right. Welcome back to the live stream. I just did one this morning where I watched WWE Evolve from this past Wednesday. It was a pretty good episode, I thought. So now I'm on TNA Impact. I gotta watch it right now. I got no choice because they got Against All Odds coming tonight. So no rest for the weary. We got SmackDown tonight. We got Against All Odds. So I gotta squeeze this in. No picture of me yet. I'm taking my dog on a walk, but I'm gonna watch the show on my phone while we're walking this dog. I'm gonna walk all the way to Stoner Park. So here we go. I got 67% left on my batteries. I really gotta get a battery pack, but I think we'll make it through this stream. Let me see.
What's going on from the bottom of my heart, and I really do mean it, I promise. I wish I could have been here tonight. It's not about Joe Hendry no more. It's not about Elijah. It's not about Mike Santana. And speaking of Mike Santana, you better back up before you get jacked up. Get in my face again and see what happens to you. Let's talk about it.
2 weeks ago here on Impact, Matt Cardona won a four-way matchup to become the #1 contender to the TNA International Championship. That is a true TNA champion in Steve Maclin, who is attempting to set the bar as the inaugural TNA International Champion, showing what he is willing to do to defend the title in a bloody dog collar match.
Matt Cardona saw exactly what Steve Maclin is capable of, but he also saw a man get wounded, Tom.
Oh shit! I gotta go back and get the water. I forgot my dog's water. We need one. We're all walking. We need water.
Is what a TNA champion looks like. The fight that's coming for Trick Williams on behalf of TNA Wrestling is as real as it gets.
You all probably think I got a lot to say about Trick. That title is coming back home where it belongs. To TNA.
This is episode 1090 of TNA Impact, and it has been chaotic the last few weeks, to say the least. This past Tuesday, we witnessed a first-class betrayal of TNA Wrestling as Mike Santana was screwed out of the TNA World Championship against Trick Williams. But tonight,
A first class betrayal, dude. Santana is gonna kill AJ Francis. Can't wait.
in the greater Toronto area, we're set for Impact on the eve of Against All
Indy
Odds.
Hartwell.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Melbourne, Australia, Indy Hartwell.
Tonight here on Impact, we kick things off with a little unfinished business in the Knockouts division from over the last few weeks, and especially Under Siege, which you can relive anytime on demand on TNA Plus. And Under Siege, we saw an 8-person tag team matchup where Indy Hartwell dove into the fray and got a chance to get her hands on the Marines were badass tonight. They go one-on-one.
And her opponent, accompanied to the ring by the brave hands, representing Order 4, Tasha Steele.
Now we know ever, not only since Under Siege, but even in the weeks leading up to that, the leader of Order 4, Mustafa Ali, has been in a very distressed state of mind that has caused some tension within the group that has, let's say, boiled over in the last couple of weeks. But I am proud to see Tasha Steele as well as the Great Hands out here repping Order 4 like only they know how.
Listen, Under Siege, Mustafa Ali after the matchup shoved Tasha Steelz.
Inadvertently.
Then last week, after Ali had defeated Raj Singh in vicious fashion, he ordered the Great Hands to continue to beat down Singh. Tasha Steelz was trying to talk some sense into Mustafa Ali. Ali grabs Steelz by the hair. I was extremely uncomfortable to watch the entire situation, and then the Great Hands hit the favor on Raj Singh, and you could feel John Schuyler was unfazed by the situation. You could see some pause by Jason Hodge. I could not believe that all three of these people, including Tasha Steelz, fell right back in line with Mustafa Ali after the fact.
Look, it was uncomfortable, and I'll even go so far as to say it wasn't okay. It was an explosive moment. But families fight, and families come back together. I'm going to chalk it up to it being a situation like that. We'll see how this match goes, and we'll see what the future holds for Order 4.
Right now, Indy Hartwell trying to focus on Tasha Steelz. It was a few weeks ago here on Impact. Hartwell made her TNA in-ring debut, was victorious. We're very excited about that. Was sending a message to TNA fans around the world who supported her on her journey in pro wrestling. That was interrupted by Tasha Steelz backstage as Steelz was trying to get out some specific messaging to apologize for the actions of Ali that night.
She's trying to do her job to share that message of Order 4 there.
Steelz and Hartwell say they stole the show within that 8-person tag team matchup that went down at Under Siege. An incredible cutter delivered by Hartwell to Steelz on top of the pile of bodies. Oh,
look out.
Oh, face first goes Hartwell.
Nasty landing for Indy Hartwell there.
This is just the beginning of the action here tonight in the greater Toronto area. Still to come in our main event, Matt Hardy, Leon Slater, and Mike Santana will face Frankie Kazarian and the TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Nemeth. And speaking of titles, Moose will be defending his X Division.
What the fuck? Damn. Oh my God. Is this really what's fucking up my live stream? Is getting a fucking phone call. Don't call me, man. Plus it's fucking spam. This is ridiculous.
Championship against Eric Young of the Northern Armory, Canada's
Check
own.
if this is still sharing. No.
Tonight in Brampton, Ontario, Canada. Also, we'll see in Knockouts tag team action, Harley Hudson and Myla Grace.
Cover here from Steelz to put it away, kick out at 2.
Two of the newest signings to the Knockouts division up against Heather and M by Elegance. Very excited to see that matchup. Also, we'll hear from Joe Hendry for the first time since losing the TNA World Championship to Trick Williams at Battleground. Hendry will also address his matchup with Frankie Kazarian tomorrow night at Against All Odds. And speaking of which, still to come this evening, Elijah will address Trick Williams and his TNA World title shot at Against All Odds. There's the cover and a kick out by Hartwell.
Elijah, hold on a second. You see, this is the thing about TNA. They don't tell us shit, and then all of a sudden they just drop it in like it was like it's some like everybody knew. Why does Elijah get the next title shot? Santana should get another title shot. This is stupid. I don't agree with this.
Definitely not the foot Indy Hartwell wants to start on.
Steelz continuing the attack. Steelz, a multi-time Knockouts World Tag Team Champion and a former Knockouts World Champion. Back in 2022, defeated the legend Mickie James to capture the title.
And on that note, I mean, it would be a huge feather in the cap of Indy Hartwell, who recently arrived on the scene here to defeat a former Knockouts World Champion.
Oh, look at this little sliced bread out of the corner.
Could be done here.
Steelz thinks it's over. Hartwell powers out at 2.
That said, Tasha Steelz, I feel like, has something here to prove to Mustafa Ali and Order 4 here. to come out here and shut down Indy Hartwell, to send a
Wanna go
message
for a walk?
to everybody in the locker room.
Steele's slowing things down, and tomorrow night we head to the greater Phoenix area, Tempe, Arizona, for Against All Odds. It'll be live on TNA Plus with a special start time of 10 p.m. Eastern. The countdown to Against All Odds gets underway at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, live and free on TNA Plus, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and all of TNA's social and digital platforms.
Into the cover here to shut it down, Tasha Steeles, but Indy Hartwell stays in it.
Some of the fight from Hartwell on display right now, a kick out at 1, and this is the indie wrestling that fans all over the world have come to know.
Indy Hartwell was so proud to join the Knockouts roster and a company, a brand that was inspirational to her growing up in Australia, staying up to watch the Knockouts, to watch TNA. Wants to make an impact literally here in this company.
Uppercut there by Steeles, charging at Hartwell. Look at the strength of Hartwell, just tossing aside Steeles, using that to her advantage.
Whoa.
Dumping Steeles, middle of the ring.
Indy mounting a comeback here as Hartwell takes down Steeles.
I need a minute.
Steeles trying to quicken the pace, trying to get away. Oh, and a spine buster by Hartwell. Cover. Oh, and a kick out there. The left shoulder up in time for Steeles.
Hartwell has found an opening here. Can she keep this momentum rolling? Whoa!
Oh, and Steeles driving Hartwell face first into the middle turnbuckle.
All it takes is 1 second. Wait.
Skyler trying to get Hotch to attack Hartwell.
Why isn't Hotch listening? You mean,
Oh, and Hartwell continues to fight. Steeles took her eyes off of Hartwell. Hurts, don't it?
Is that it?
Cover. Hartwell just pinned a former Knockouts World Champion.
Here is your
Well, this staple is not working at all. I don't know. This whole thing with Mustafa Ali felt his shit really fast. Some of the people in the stable are down with him being evil. Some of them don't want to be evil. What's gonna happen? Early in their history to be having this kind of drama. But okay. Indy Hartwell wants to win. Good. TNA do it right.
Indy Hartwell.
I mean, to my point earlier, a huge win for Indy Hartwell, beating a former Knockouts World Champion. But the splinters continue to form within the ranks of Order 4.
Victory for Indy Hartwell, putting Tasha Steeles in her place. Oh my God. Indy. Oh my God. Oh, and Ali just put his hands on a TNA official. Oh!
Uh, I don't get what's going on with the stable. Get on board or leave the stable. It's like a bad relationship that people stay in for no fucking reason. I guess all these people were, the story was that they were all losers with no one to support them, and Mustafa Ali was the only one who believed in them. And then he turned. Now he's like crazy and weird, but they're still sticking with him. Like, you gotta be like, you've changed, fool. It's over.
Very uncomfortable scene in the impact zone here, but right now I want to cycle back to last week. It was an uncomfortable feeling for all of us in TNA Wrestling after the landscape-shifting loss of the TNA World Championship to Trick Williams. But in the main event, we saw Steve Macklin, a true TNA champion, hold the line against the free agent Matt Cardona and successfully defend his TNA International Championship once again. Now, we learned last week that tomorrow night, live on TNA Plus in the greater Phoenix area, Macklin will put his title on the line against the vicious Mance Warner at Against All Odds.
Steve Macklin, cracked skull. You came back from that. Last week, you beat Matt Cardona. Macklin, you've been going through hell and coming out the other side. See, the thing is, Steph and old Manser, we live in hell. Like it. See, Steve, you got a target painted on that pretty scarred up head of yours, the international title. Old Manser coming to take that.
And against all odds, we get some gold back in our life. See you soon, soldier boy.
They're not serious. I have very much enjoyed, well, not enjoyed, but I think Mance Warner and Steph DeLander are fucking hilarious together. Mance Warner's just got a great look for a wrestler. Mance Warner versus Steve Macklin. It's not a bad one. I like that.
Well, that matchup is tomorrow night at Against All Odds, but there you can see Zaya Brookside and Rosemary locked away in total isolation. No food, no water, no light, no contact with the outside world. Just 24
I can't. I'm trying to switch the screen. Oh, there it is. Hey, Laura. 15 minutes in.
hours alone with their thoughts and their demons. It's Monsters Ball tonight on Impact.
You're okay, right? Everything's fine, right?
Oh my God, this dog doesn't want to watch.
Yeah, everything's good. I'm fine. I just don't know why he would do that.
Tasha, you have to understand, Mr. Ali, he's under a lot of pressure, and these type of things that they just happen.
Maybe not now.
Who?
No.
Come on, man. Hello? Yeah, I know you saw. I'm good. I promise, I'm good. Listen, can you talk to him for us? Like, can you
Hey, buddy, it's me. Yep. I will make sure he gets your message. I will talk to him. Thank you very much.
Skyler, what?
It's a wrong number.
Everything's good, right?
Yes, sir, everything's good.
I don't want to hear it. I know what you want to say. You're here to apologize. I get it.
A young man like you, full of emotion. It happens to the best of us. So I accept your apology. But as you know, Order 4, we believe in a core principle, and that is actions have consequences. And there will be consequences to your actions. You see, against all odds, you will have a match. You will represent all of us. You represent Order 4 in the biggest match of your career. Because Agent Hachi will, in fact, be against all odds. Your match is against me.
Oh my God. Oh, you're walking. You have to walk, exercise.
Well, looks like it against all odds. Ali is going to make Hotch fall in line.
What do I think of that booking? It's all right. I still don't like the stable. I don't like the idea of the stable. You don't want to be in the stable, leave. Have some goddamn guts. Hopefully that's the end of the stable. Tasha and Hotch should go be by or Tasha and yeah, Jason Hotch should go be by themselves. Skyler, if he wants to be a mark for freaking Mustafa Ali, then go be with Ali, I guess.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the TNA X Division Championship. Introducing first the challenger, accompanied to the ring by the Northern Armory.
This is the X Division title match. This is awesome. You see, this, they just sprung on us nicely. But I did know it was coming. Eric Young and Moose.
Weighing in at 232 pounds, the world-class maniac, Eric Young!
Canada's own Eric Young ready to challenge for the X Division title tonight in the greater Toronto area, Brampton, Ontario, Canada, here on Impact. However, it was 2 weeks ago right here in Brampton and Under Siege that Eric Young and the rest of the Northern Armory found themselves in an impromptu six-man tag team matchup against the System. A lot of bad things going on at ringside during that matchup. Ultimately, Eric Young pinned the reigning X Division champion, moves at Under Siege, leading to this championship bout on Impact.
Oh, great. Greatest theme song in fucking wrestling.
And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by JDC, representing the System, weighing in at 270 pounds, he is the TNA X Division Champion, Moose!
And Moose, a man who's redefined the modern X Division, been one of the most dominant champions in recent memory. Eric Young, another man who's done so much here, pretty much everything, has felt like it's time to maybe attempt to once again take over the X Division. Can he do it against the face of the franchise?
This should have been the main event. What the fuck is this doing in the first 20 minutes of the show?
Tonight, TNA Wrestling's signature championship is on the line. Let's take a look at the X Factors. It was Eric Young who pinned Moose at Under Siege. Meanwhile, Moose currently sits as the third longest reigning X Division champion of all time. He wants to break the record for the longest X Division title reign ever. Meanwhile, Young last held the X Division title 17 years ago. Technically, Young has won it twice. It's a little complicated. It's up for debate. Nonetheless, Eric Young is synonymous with championship gold here in TNA Wrestling, to your point.
That's exactly what the world-class Maniac was referring to. All the roads he's been up and down in this company for years. It's been a long time since he stepped foot in the X Division.
Plenty of history between Young and Moose. It was sacrificed last year in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, that Moose successfully defended the TNA World Championship against Eric Young, thanks to involvement by Frankie Kazarian that night, which robbed Young of the title. Oh! Inverted atomic drop out of the corner. JDC drawing the attention of the official early on.
And already Eric Young now, wait. Oh, no! Oh, not this!
Harkening back to the days of Team Canada and the great Petey Williams.
You DQ this man! It's the lowest of blows.
Well, JDC's furious. He's got the attention of the referee.
Oh, come on. This is egregious.
They might go all night. Icarus and Williams have the attention of the referee as well.
Come on!
JDC is furious on the outside.
Oh, come on. The refrain?
No, it's Oh Canada.
The refrain? I'm going to slap Frank Gastineau in the face.
That's our referee for the record. Oh, that's a beautiful rendition. What hospitality we've received.
That was a nice moment. That was a nice spot.
Here in the Brampton, Ontario, Canada area. It's been fantastic.
Yeah, I hope you talk to Moose about it. Yeah,
Jesus.
Go to hell by Moose. Trying to retain the title. Oh, and a kick out.
All right, we got to focus on this match.
That
I don't think I have the
poor
battery
man.
to watch this whole show straight up.
They
Going
can't
forward through some matches.
200
hit that.
million. Technical on the out. Beats the count. Young through the ropes.
There, it happened. Eric, siege.
Claudia Colon. Death Valley driver.
Is that enough? Moose.
Versus.
No way Moose is
Can he-
losing this.
Up to
Who
the
was
X
this?
Division title.
Oh!
JDC to save Moose. JDC.
I mean, this is sort of a heel versus heel match. They both got henchmen. The henchmen should fight on the outside.
Our referee trying to control the chaos on the outside. Oh, but back inside. The low blow. The ref didn't see it.
JDC in the system, of course, paying dividends. Look out, Young.
Spear by Moose. Cover. Moose retains against Eric Young.
Here is your
Wow.
winner, and still the TNA X Division Champion, Moose.
Let's take a look back at how the conclusion of this match went down. With the referee distracted, Moose able to hit the low blow, and then it was a matter of moments, and the spear sealed the deal ultimately for the face of the franchise, Moose.
Once again, Moose beats Eric Young in Canada. His X Division title reign continues. Will Moose accomplish his goal of becoming the longest reigning X Division champion of all time?
And there he stands. Who will stop Moose? That is the real question to be answered.
Oh, what?
Oh my God, Eric Young! Eric Young's attacking a fan in the impact zone!
What the hell is going on?
What is going on?
Young is standing down. Look at the rest of the Northern Armory getting in on this.
The hell is happening? This is a lawsuit waiting to happen!
They've absolutely flipped their lids. What the hell? Security out here, but they're being shoved back by the Northern Armory.
We've seen the way that Eric Young's mind is unraveled over the last few weeks. He's been unpredictable, sure. The world-class maniac, yes, but this is completely over the line. Eric Young and the Northern Armory just assaulted a TNA fan.
You never know what you've really got until it's...
Well, there's Danny Luna, but before that, guess I'll comment on Eric Young. An extra angle at the end, frustrations boiling over. It was heel versus heel, although in that case, I think Eric Young was kind of the babyface against Moose. People were rooting for him. It wasn't Canada. He had Canadians on his side because he's Canadian and he sang the national anthem. So that was a little strange, unless he really wants a vacation. And they could suspend him for a few weeks for this, I guess. Why not?
It's gone, huh?
Oh, Danny Luna. Spitfire's done. So she's going to go single, I guess. They lost the match where they made a stipulation on themselves last time that if they didn't win the tag team titles against Ash and Heather by Elegance, that they would break up. So they are broken up. Let's see what she has to say.
You never know what you've really got until it's gone, huh? That's what everybody said to me when I walked backstage at Under Siege. But I don't really agree, because I know what Spitfire had. What we had was a bond we forged through fire.
This way.
We fought for each other, with each other, and through that, we became a family. But you don't always get the fairy tale ending. I understand, and that's okay. Because this hurt is fuel that I am going to use to become a knockout that everybody remembers. Spitfire is done, but Danny Luna is not. And this fire, it remains. And I cannot wait to show you what I can do.
Playoffs.
All right, well, I guess they were itching to go single, so that's probably why they so easily made that stipulation. I'm interested to see how it goes for her as a single and see if she can put on some good matches, maybe even fight for the title.
Where the stakes are high.
To reflect.
Joe Henry.
Say his name and he appears. I asked for this time because I need a little bit of time to reflect. What's happened? We're gonna go from here. This last year has just been a whirlwind. It felt like I had the world behind me and there was nothing that I couldn't achieve. And I just felt we were taking TNA to new heights and I was taking these risks, risk after risk. And it just felt like it was all going my way. And now the World Championship is in the hands of someone
It does not work here. I was supposed to be the team captain, and I'm the one that dropped the ball. I let myself down. I let those fans down that believed in me. I let my peers down. This title is in the hands of someone who doesn't appreciate the history of that championship. The TNA World Championship is for us, as TNA wrestlers, the richest prize in the game. And look, I want nothing more than to get another shot at Trick Williams, to take back what's mine, to look him in the eye and to take it back for TNA. But I understand that's not my spot right now. Elijah is next, and he
Why is it not
deserves
his
it.
spot?
And I
Is there
support
no
him
rematch clause in
against all
TNA or
odds.
something?
When I talk about the history of this championship, I'm going back. I started watching TNA in 2002. Back when I was at high school, I did not feel that I was going to amount to much. I used to rush home and watch TNA wrestling. Pro wrestling inspired me to be better. And that's carried on through my adult life. The fans were behind me. It felt like the world was behind me. I felt like I could achieve anything. And I let everyone down. I'm sorry. I guess maybe I got carried away with that.
Yeah, you got carried away all right, didn't you? That self-loathing and all this talk about taking TNA to new heights like you're some kind of saint. You're not. You're not a saint, and that's coming from a king. And guess what? When you would go home after rightfully probably being bullied in school and you'd watch TNA, who are you watching, Joe? Look at me, you son of a bitch. Who are you watching? You were watching me. You were watching Frankie Kazarian build his kingdom. And you're right. You didn't lose to just anybody. You lost to somebody that's not even on our roster. That's embarrassing. You're an embarrassment. That would never happen on my watch. You know why, Joe? Because I'm a better wrestler than you, Joe. I'm a better man than you, Joe. And guess what? I'll damn sure be a better champion than you are, Joe. Against all odds, I have one more opportunity to embarrass you. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
And at Against All Odds, Joe Hendry has one more chance to shut up Frankie Kazarian. Right now, let's head back to the action in the Impact Zone.
Okay, we should comment on the Joe Hendry promo and Kazarian. I like Kazarian's part better. But Joe Hendry feeling all sorry for himself. It's kind of a similar story to Cody losing the title to someone who's not really even on the roster. Disappointing, sure, but get back on the horse, man. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. I'll give his promo, I'll give it that 0 points. But for Kazarian coming in and talking shit, I'll give that a thumbs up. I like that. We'll have a match tomorrow or tonight as we speak, but I guess we'll see how that goes.
I am the personal concierge.
I freaking love this guy. He's so fucking hilarious.
And I want to start by telling you to shut your mouths! Canada is a hellhole, and you're all a bunch of degenerates!
God, this is Canadian himself.
Shut your mouths and show some class, because I'm about to introduce one half of the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions of the World, Heather by Elegance, and her partner, the newest member of the Elegance brand, M by Elegance.
Maggie by Elegance. I guess the name Maggie didn't sound so elegant. They just named her M now.
You'll love to see it. Last week, especially after having the official launch, the debut, the experience that we were meant to have by seeing M by Elegance finally grace our presence. By the way, Finkelstein does great work. But it was all ruined, Tom. It was ruined by the new kids on the block, Myla Grace and Harley Hudson. I hope they're ready to pay.
I was thrilled to see Harley Hudson and Myla Grace, considering the way that the Elegance brand earlier on in the night last week on Impact interrupted Hudson and Grace and their opportunity to introduce themselves to our fans all over the world. That was some payback, I guess you would say. In the words of...
Well, no Ash. I guess she's too busy tonight to even come be a valet. They got the personal concierge there, so let's see if they can defeat these newbies.
Hudson and Grace, you have to earn respect.
And their opponents, the team of Mila Grace and Harley Hudson.
If you haven't had the opportunity yet, head to TNA Plus and our YouTube channel to check out the matches that Harley Hudson and Mila Grace have had with and against each other. These are two very bright young stars in the Knockouts division.
Well, they like to talk about earning respect. I hope they're ready to earn a butt whooping, courtesy of the most elegant brand in sports. And
I think Grace and Hudson are gonna win this. TNA probably shouldn't bury someone they just signed. The other side are the heels. They lose a lot anyway, so fuck it. I would book Grace and Hudson to win.
and entertainment.
Harley Hudson in the pink hails from Liverpool, England. Meanwhile, Mila Grace is the first ever Irish.
By the way, you know, I didn't comment on there was this little spot with Zaya Brookside and Rosemary. For some reason, I locked in a room for 24 hours before their match. I don't know why they have to do that. It's already going to be a hardcore match. Okay.
Wrestler officially signed to TNA Wrestling.
Look, I'll take nothing away from these two. As athletes, Harley Hudson, well accomplished all over England, the UK scene. Mila Grace as well, a lot of extensive experience in Japan, where any wrestler who knows it is not easy to make it over there. So kudos to them for their world-traveled success. But this is another level with this brand, the Elegance brand here in TNA.
This is Harley Hudson starting things off with M by Elegance.
That's right.
Cover,
the name.
cover early in a kick out. M was instrumental in the Elegance brand retaining the Knockouts World Tag Team titles at Under Siege a few weeks ago.
That was the, what you call the soft launch of M by Elegance.
Cover.
We got a little early preview. You should be lucky.
This is a big night for the Knockouts, so there will be nothing soft about Monsters Ball later on tonight between Rosemary and Zaya Brookside.
Mila Grace here in firm control of M by Elegance, who's attempting to mount a little bit of a comeback here, but denied by.
I'm back home. All right, now I can forward faster through some of these matches. Although I do want to see some of Hudson and Grace, because when there's a new wrestler, I at least want to check out that they don't suck. As long as they don't suck, I'm good with it.
One of the newest knockouts.
Oh, they look.
Mila Grace
so,
absolutely lighting up M
Grace
by
looks really
Elegance. Oh, beautiful drop kick there. There's the cover. Hook to the leg and a kick out by M.
Let's see if they can earn what they feel like they deserve here, that so-called respect. Was it respectful to throw the champagne in the face of M by Elegance on her debut?
Great double team offense. Here's the cover and a kick out.
That's what I don't get.
Was it respectful for the Elegance brand to interrupt Grace and Hudson in their dedicated interview time?
They were trying to do their own thing. I don't think they were intentionally. I mean, did they have a permit to film where they were filming? That's a good question.
Permits? You sound like Robert Stone. There's Heather by Elegance on the outside. Slowing up Harley Hudson. The referee trying to control Mila Grace. M took advantage against Hudson.
Great teamwork there from the one brand that works, the Elegance brand.
I mean, a great job of once again cheating and cutting corners. And this is the unfortunate thing, because the knockout known as Maggie Lee, as we came to know her early on, was not a cheater, was not someone who wanted to cut corners, was trying to earn everything, and then she met Ash, Heather, and that personal concierge.
First of all, don't dead name her. Second of all, look at this.
Shoulders down off the bow and arrow set up in the drop kick and a kick out.
Look at the kind of teamwork she's already formed here with Heather by Elegance. She can learn a lot from both Ash and Heather. I mean, they're champions, for crying out loud.
If anything, Ash and Heather have taught M, the Elegance brand, is all about underhanded tactics, disrespecting people left and right.
It's all about winning. It's all about getting the results, getting ahead. That's all that matters in this life. You're here to make money, or you're here to make friends.
Now Harley Hudson trying to get back up to her feet here in this tag team matchup. Hudson and Grace making their Impact debuts tonight.
Window of opportunity here for Harley Hudson, but caught by M by Elegance.
Reaching out to the corner.
Great strength there from M.
Hudson shot out of a cannon, trying to pick up the pace, and that was smart. But can Hudson make it to Myla Grace?
Ended up on the wrong side of the ring, but the opportunity is there.
Time to fast forward through the rest of the
M by
show.
Elegance once again.
Time to fast forward through the rest of the show. Let me just see who wins this. I gotta skip to the booking. They both look good. They both look fine. All right, here comes some interference. It looks like the Crystal Concierge is getting on the
attacking Myla Grace. The referee didn't see it.
Great wherewithal, great timing.
I mean,
Tag's been made.
was that really something that they needed to distract the ref for? I don't think the ref would have disqualified them for the legal person, not, you know, the illegal person making an attack. I guess I see that often.
Now, down goes Myla Grace. M is legal.
Tagged in right before that Spanish fly, and look at this. Beautiful.
Someone saying elegant moonsault. Heather.
All right, so I was wrong. They booked the heels to win. It's all right. Still not bad. They're brand new. They can recover. They can recover. They put in a good showing, though. Didn't really like the finish, though. The booking of the interference with the concierge didn't seem like they really did something super illegal, even though they distracted the ref to do it. So I'll give it a half thumbs up. A half a point on my rating system. Not a full thumbs up. I'll give it an Orange Cassidy here.
Your winners, the team of...
So it was an elegant win by the most
all right, forward, moving along to the next.
We're presented by BioFlex, the exclusive
injury report. Let's see what they got.
Recovery partner of TNA Wrestling. Tessa Blanchard remains out of action as she continues to recover from TMJ, that's pain and compromised movement of the jaw joint and the surrounding muscles. Blanchard suffered that injury.
That slap by Ariana Grace was awesome. Tessa's the one usually being stiff. She just got nailed.
Against Ariana Grace at Under Siege. And now while Tessa has made positive progress, she is not yet cleared for competition. Blanchard is expected to return to the ring soon, pending final medical clearance. Matt Cardona is recovering following his hard-fought bout with Steve Macklin last week over the TNA International Championship. Cardona suffered bumps and
bruises. That's an injury? Get out of here.
And bruises, but has avoided serious injury and is not expected to miss any ring time. Meanwhile, the BioFlex team is on high alert as preparations are underway for the upcoming Monsters Ball match between Zaya Brookside and Rosemary tonight. With the match's unforgiving nature, BioFlex is fully staffed and equipped to respond to any and all situations. This TNA injury report.
This is going to be an Impact Monsters Ball match. I thought it was going to be at Against All Odds tonight on Friday, but I guess they're saying it's going to come later on in this Impact. I was going to make a video about Zaya Brookside a few days ago when I heard about this idea. I guess, was it last week or the week before when they announced the Monsters Ball? And, we just watched that documentary about Daphne, who had trouble towards the end of her life with pain from injuries that happened in a match. And I guess I'm just a little worried for Zaya Brookside. I don't think it's worth it to do something crazy. I think she might be thinking that her position on the roster is slipping and that she needs to do something wild tonight to make some history. But I don't know. I, as a wrestling fan, don't like to see people get mutilated, especially, women. I don't think it's a good look. So I really hope they can get through this match by working, and not just freaking really killing themselves. And hopefully nothing bad happens to her. I know she thinks she's a tough girl and everything, but it's just not worth it at the end of your career, at the end of your life, when you have to take painkillers and then be addicted to them. It's not funny and it's not fun. We don't like to hear it as fans. So I don't know. I like more storylines in my wrestling. I don't need people actually getting hurt in my wrestling, so I guess we'll see how it goes.
Is presented by Bioflex. Well, speaking of this moments ago, the time has arrived. Will Rosemary push Xia Brookside into the darkness, or will Xia prove her mettle against the Demon Assassin? This isn't just a match, it's survival. Monsters Ball is next.
This is crazy. This is some episode of Impact right before a pay-per-view. This is a go-home. I mean, we had an X Division match between Eric Young and Moose, and now a Monsters Ball match that I'm against happening in the first place. But okay, it is here. Rosemary and Xia Brookside. I'm interested to see how it goes. Let's see how it goes.
An angel walks among us, so full of light. Xia Brookside, you dance across the battlefield with such joy, such hope.
Xia Brookside's always done things the right way here in TNA Wrestling. Oh, the green mist!
Because you see, war is not won merely by fighting the enemy. It comes in bending their will.
Oh my God, that's Rosemary! Oh, the green mist to JC Jane! Good God, what the hell was that? Did Rosemary just protect Xia Brookside?
And what better way?
Yeah, there was a moment where it looked like maybe they would align together, that Rosemary was kind of pulling her to her side. And then she just kind of went back at her.
Better way to snuff out the light than to drag an angel into the abyss.
Rosemary just slipped the brass knuckles to Xia.
Where now? But even Xia doesn't want any part of this.
Tossing the knuckles to Rosemary. Xia Brookside doesn't want to do that this way.
At Rebellion, you deny the darkness, but you cannot run from the demon assassins. You will either embrace what you fear, or lose everything you hold dear.
Brookside has to make a choice.
Xia looking like she's possessed!
I broke! Rosemary, you wanted this. You wanted me to break. And whatever happens next, that's on you, bitch!
The darkness is too sweet, the shadow too tantalizing. Now you're ready. One last dance. And the monsters ball.
Locked away for 24 hours. No food, no water.
I gotta say, I'm really enjoying this episode of Impact. I watched Fighter Fest last night, and it fucking bored me out of my fucking mind for 4 hours, especially towards the end. But okay, this is cool.
Introducing first.
I have been dreading this match because I don't want Xia Brookside to get really hurt for real. But now that it's here, I'm like excited to watch it. So.
She is all too accustomed to the brainchild of the TNA Hall of Famer Abyss, once her friend within the group known as Decay. Rosemary has been in Monsters Ball twice, has won it in the past as well.
But when you come from a place like the Undead Realm, being locked away for a day in those conditions, that's just a day in Central Park for someone like Rosemary. The question will be, how will her opponent, Xia Brookside, fare given these conditions?
And her opponent from Liverpool, England, Xia Brookside.
And you can see the trepidation on the face of Xia Brookside. Again, she's been locked away. No food, no water, no light for 24 hours. She has never...
Who came up with that idea? Why did they not have to have any food or water for 24 hours?
competed in Monsters Ball. You can see how Xia Brookside is acclimating to the lights, to the music being played in the arena here. This is something we've seen a number of times from competitors in Monsters Ball.
It's not a condition, especially for any athlete, that you want to be in going into a physical contest of any kind, let alone one as dangerous as Monsters Ball.
I'm gonna watch this whole match. I usually forward through most of the matches and when I watch wrestling because I don't care. But this is an interesting match, so let's see how it goes.
This is uncharted territory for Xia Brookside. That said, the side we saw of her at Under Siege and beyond, I mean, this is all uncharted territory for Xia Brookside.
Xia Brookside is going to have to adapt quickly. She has never competed in Monsters Ball. Granted, it's been 6 years since Rosemary competed in this matchup, but she's right at home. This is the first knockouts Monsters Ball match in 3 years.
And you can see even just the sound, the light here in the arena disorienting Xia Brookside, given all the conditions heading into Monsters Ball.
There are no countouts, no disqualifications. The only way to win is pinfall or submission inside the ring.
What the heck was that? That was a little fun.
TNA
Okay.
Hall of Famer, Abyss, the likes of Raven. The late Sabu revolutionized this matchup over the years. It is a beautiful disaster.
And Brookside maybe finding a way to adapt here, unleashing on Rosemary here.
What the hell? Unleashing with her sweater. I thought this was supposed to be a hardcore match. Alright, nothing egregious yet. They are working, so I suspect someone's going to take some type of wild bump, though. Maybe it'll be Rosemary.
To the dark side, to use weapons, to cheat, to embrace that edge she has inside of her. Oh, and it's finally come out.
I mean, we saw it all explode and Under Siege. With that belt, that exact belt, just wailing on Rosemary.
Well, now Rosemary has to pay the consequences when it comes to Brookside. That's entirely legal. Going to the eyes, there are no disqualifications.
Now Rosemary gets to reap what she's sown here in Xia Brookside. And she is enjoying every minute of it. You can hear that leather belt smacking up the skin of Xia Brookside, now trying to choke the life out of her.
Now Rosemary going to the outside. All sorts of weapons strewn throughout the impact zone here in the greater Toronto area. Appropriately pulling out a hockey stick in Canada.
And just a bevy of tools and options.
Alright, so far nothing really too hardcore yet. Xia Brookside got whipped with the belt a little bit, so I should fuck her up when she goes to bed tonight. Thumbtacks I'm sure will be out soon.
First Monsters Ball match we've seen in this company since Bound for Glory last October. Oh, and head first into the trash can goes Brookside. Will Xia succumb to the darkness? This is Monsters Ball. Monsters Ball rages on between Xia Brookside and Rosemary tonight on Impact.
And wait a second.
Rosemary trying to drive Brookside through the door.
Both of them trying to get the better of the other. Rosemary shutting it down, though. And we have seen
both really wanted to send the other into that goddamn table.
This matchup in ways I never expected.
Hopefully they got some wood that'll actually break. Because, man, a few weeks ago,
the level of violence in this
Tessa Blanchard, someone tried to throw Tessa Blanchard through a table and did it twice, and they couldn't get her through the table. I think it was Masha Slamovich. Yes.
Oh, now look at this. Oh, God.
Oh, no. Oh, the bell around the throat of Xia Brookside. There are no disqualifications in Monsters Ball.
No count there.
Oh.
Rosemary just trying to squeeze the life out of Xia Brookside.
The only way to win is via pinfall or submission in the ring. This is the 60th Monsters Ball match in the history of TNA.
Now Rosemary just filling the ring with chairs. As if there wasn't enough ways to harm your opponent already implemented.
Rosemary was on a mission months ago to push Xia Brookside to the dark side. Maybe Rosemary wanted some company.
Oh, God. The mission succeeded.
Man, you know, the fucking Steve Macklin, no, it wasn't Steve Macklin. Mance Warner and Sami Callihan match from a few weeks ago was really fucking disgusting. I guess, what's his name? Mance Warner got his tongue stapled to like a piece of wood. And Swerve just got his tongue stapled the other day. Good God.
From the way Xia Brookside's been carrying herself the last 2 weeks, may have turned the angel of the ring into a devil.
Oh my God, with the staple gun, on the belt right to the midsection. Xia Brookside's fighting back.
Brookside finding a way to rally here. Hey, what is in this case here? Oh, it's a hockey puck. As if the stick breaking over the back of Rosemary wasn't enough.
We are inside the CAA Center in Brampton, Ontario, Canada, so thank you to the Brampton Steelheads for the equipment. Oh, no!
Why? This one just keeps getting nastier.
The Samoan drop onto the hockey pucks.
That nasty, uneven, protruding landing. That is no fun at all. Here we go.
Trying to win this thing, pressing the shoulders down. Rosemary's still in it. Remember, these two were locked away for 24 hours. No food, no water, no light. Rosemary's been in this environment. Oh my God! Brookside has never been in this match before, but she's acclimated quickly.
A total sea change within Brookside. Since all of this business with Rosemary, here we go.
Fights her way into the cover, and again, Rosemary staying alive.
And now what? Now what is going through the head of Brookside here?
Weeks of torment caused by Rosemary. Xia Brookside with a DDT head first into the steel chair.
That's got to be over.
Isn't enough. Rosemary won't go away.
Brookside getting frustrated. Despite her adaptation, despite her evolution, Xia Brookside having trouble putting the Demon Assassin away.
As much as this is about Xia Brookside proving herself to Rosemary, it's about Xia Brookside proving herself to the world that she's not a pushover. Just because she's a nice person, wants to earn things, doesn't mean that she's vulnerable, that she's weak. She's willing to succeed, but she's not willing to sell her soul.
What's in the mind of Xia Brookside here?
Oh, wait a minute. Rosemary rising up. Oh, the spear through the door.
You asked, Canada, and you received. Take another look at this. Rosemary rising from the ashes and driving Brookside through the door.
But Rosemary has to capitalize now. dragging Brookside out of the rubble.
Has to be.
Shoulders down, and somehow Zaya's still in.
Somehow, some way, Brookside stays alive. What will it take from either one of these women?
Trash can lid right across the spine. Oh!
At least you got her hands up.
Now Brookside laid out on those chairs. What's in the mind of Rosemary?
Now it's Brookside resurrected. Oh! Saya lashing out against Rosemary.
Oh, no, the miss!
Go for the green mist. Oh, Rosemary! Saya Brookside blocked the green mist.
Great strategy!
Brookside, boom! To the chairs. Cover! Saya Brookside.
You know what? That was totally fine. Well, the last bump was the most dangerous one that Rosemary took onto the chairs. It wasn't that bad. Luckily, they didn't fucking kill themselves for this fucking impact match. Let's see it again.
Rosemary went for the miss, but it was blocked by Zaya Brookside in the trash can lid, which allowed Brookside to then get the Brooksy bomb through the chairs to finish this monstrous occasion.
Well, she wasn't heavy enough to break the chairs, I guess. But it looked alright. Okay. But this spot into the trash can is probably the most interesting spot hooking-wise, because at least that was like an interesting way to thwart the list. But okay, alright. Rascals.
What are you doing, bud?
On Ancestry.com.
For what?
See if the them bros are actually bros.
You don't think they're actually brothers?
Have you seen the one? He looks like Randall from Monsters, Inc.
Yo, it's crazy you say that. I think he looks like Randall from Recess.
That's a double entendre.
No, dude, I'm pretty sure they only speak one language.
Well, listen, they're not brothers. We're brothers. There's Brothers of Destruction.
Head Shrinkers Luke and Butch.
Steiner Brothers.
Snitsky and the Baby.
There's the Killer Bees.
S.A. Rios and Lita.
Pretty sure Pitbull 1 and 2 of them.
Jesse and Festus.
Bro, the Mega Powers?
Shelton Benjamin and Mom.
I said brother tag teams, not mother tag teams, bro.
The Hardy Boys, they're deaf. That's a word.
Why is one called Hollywood Hunk? He looks like a toe. Nick's the handsome one.
And Nick doesn't even go here.
I can't even process this right now.
Nah, both y'all ugly.
But it doesn't matter. Blood or not, they're not brothers like us. And against all odds, we're gonna be the TNA World Tag Team Champions.
You know what we gotta do now.
Welcome back to TNA Impact. This past Tuesday night live on NXT, Elijah was in attendance representing TNA Wrestling to show support for Mike Santana, who was set to challenge NXT's Trick Williams. Santana looked to take back our world champ.
Oh man, the Rascals, what the fuck was that? I don't know if it's just my headphones, but it seemed like the laugh track was on way too loud, and their jokes didn't seem funny anyways, but they're facing the Nemeths, I think, at the pay-per-view. So I don't know if they're going to be involved in anything tonight or if that's it for them. I guess we'll see the rest of the show.
Championship. Now this was a hell of a matchup. Remember, it was Trick Williams who cut every corner at WWE Battleground to take the title from Joe Hendry. Mike Santana nearly won back the championship for this company, but Trick Williams survived by a fingertip. Now, later on in the bout, Williams got into it at ringside with Elijah smashing up his guitar. Elijah hopped the barricade. That drew the attention of the official. Now look at the bottom right corner of your screen. That's Casey Navarro. That's AJ Francis. That is first class attacking Mike Santana. The referee never saw it, and Trick retained the title. TNA's own first class betrayed this company and screwed Mike Santana out of the TNA World Championship.
Well, I did a live stream for this past Tuesday's NXT. It was the first one I did experimentally, remotely. And I predicted it, man. I gotta say, because I think my stream got cut off by the main event. But on my review post from iMPACT the week before, when I saw what happened between Santana and AJ Francis, I'm like, you know what? I'm pretty sure AJ Francis is gonna show up in NXT and ruin that match for him. And that's what happened. And it made sense because AJ Francis had been in WWE before, so why not bring him back? And I think it was cool. I think it's cool that Shawn Michaels uses the TNA stuff in his booking. I know they say no one watches TNA, but hey, if you're a hardcore fan nowadays, some people are watching it, so why not use it? So that's why I think they should cross the shows a little bit more deeply than they do right now. Like some things they mention, some things they don't. Ariana Grace showed up on NXT as a heel, even though she's a face on iMPACT, and Robert Stone is a total heel on iMPACT, but they don't even mention that he does that on NXT. So I don't know. Some things work, like the TNA title and everything. The one thing that I think got lost in the shuffle or got forgotten about was the fact that a bunch of NXT girls were going to talk about trying to go for the TNA tag team, the Knockouts tag team championships. And they had a segment for that where a bunch of girls went to Ava's office, and then nothing ever happened with that. So, because they don't have a tag team title over there for the women. So it made sense that they could use the women's division over here in TNA, and then they just kind of forgot that. So I don't know what's up with that. Got a lot of stuff going on in NXT. I understand it's hard to do a show every week and stuff, and but that I think they can get back to. That's the one criticism I have of the NXT TNA partnership, which has been going swimmingly so far. But another thing I mentioned that I think WWE should just buy TNA at this point, man. Make it their third brand. NXT, all the wrestlers in NXT are really good enough to be on the main roster, basically in WWE. So they already have a developmental brand in Evolve. I don't know why they need two developmental brands, but okay. That's just how I would do it. If I were in charge and I was thinking about things to do right now to help WWE, I would definitely like bring up a lot of wrestlers from NXT because the main roster really fucking sucks. Like Raw and SmackDown are 3 hours and they don't have more than like seven angles for the whole 3 hours. Like, come on. There's plenty of guys in NXT who are ready to get called up. Ricky Saints, Ethan Page, Javon Evans, just to name a few. They shouldn't be on NXT. The people in Evolve should be on NXT, basically.
Iron Judgment and boots.
All right, well, I'm not a big Elijah fan when he comes out singing. Usually he's not very, very good, but it's his gimmick. I was hoping that when he left WWE, he would just drop that gimmick, but it's not that hard to play guitar. I don't think it's that impressive.
I don't knock, I break through. I'm calm in the war, I'm a blade in the fray. I'm the reason lions don't hunt in the day. Trick, let's talk about it. Trick, you've been tricking them so long. Catching phrases, acting strong. Got that NXT crowd chanting your name like a song, but I've noticed something going on beneath the surface, Trick. You're not calm. You're cracking already. And that's because you're built on hype, not heart. You were not born to win. See, whether it's Elijah, Ezekiel, Elias, it all starts within. That's where legends begin. You want to talk your talk? Is that all you got?
Yeah, you won the title, but you lost the plot. I've been in the trenches. Went to war with so-called wrestling gods. And you've been playing dress-up in these main event spots. You feel me? I think you fear me. Because this push seems forced. Your spirit is weak. So I know your soul hears me. Yeah, you're hype on the mic, but you will fall in this big-time fight. So bring the championship belt. I'll baptize you both in my light. June 6th, the Valley of the Sun. Rick Williams versus Elijah. Let's get it done. Bring that TNA championship home to stay. And find out why in TNA we walk this way.
Well, that was a decent promo. He rhymed it, and he didn't really play guitar. It was just guitar going in the background. I didn't mind that. I'll give it a half thumbs up. So tonight, Elijah and Trick. I mean, I'm not too excited because I know it's not going to be a title change. That seems like a very much a placeholder match just to get Trick, to the next show with the title still. I'll be back.
我来自中国，是唯一一个走到这里的中国女战士。我不是被选中的人，我是靠一拳一脚拼出来的人，在雷鸣中前行，在黑夜中不灭。他说他想要一场真正的战斗，那他就该知道，真正的战斗不会给他喘息的机会。我不是来挑战他的，我是来结束他的统治的。在 Against All Odds， 我只有一个目标：赢。他可以暂时保管那条腰带，直到我亲手把它夺走。
Tomorrow night live on TNA Plus at Against All Odds.
All right, well, the Lei Ying Lee promo, I don't know, it's translated, was not that exciting to me, but I am excited for that match. I think that could be a very solid match. Definitely not going to be a title change also, but hey, I've been surprised before on Evolve last night. I got surprised with Jackson Drake winning the title, so I guess anything can happen, but I don't anticipate that. All right, here comes Santino. We got 18 minutes left in the show.
Lei Ying Lee will challenge Masha Slamovich for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. But right now, here in the Impact Zone, we're joined by our Director of Authority, Santino Marella. There's been a lot of upheaval lately in TNA wrestling. The TNA World title in the hands of NXT's Trick Williams. Meanwhile, Robert Stone has tried to take control of the management of TNA wrestling. Tomorrow night, out Against All Odds, Santino Marella will battle Robert Stone to determine the official TNA Director of Authority.
Hey guys, today I have something a little bit serious to talk about. At Against All Odds, June 6th, I'm going to be stepping down as Director of Authority, and a match has been made. Okay, it's set in stone. I went to the higher-ups in TNA. It's Robert Stone versus Santino Marella. But here's the stipulation. If Robert Stone wins, he gets my job. I'm no longer the Director of Authority. But if I win, Robert Stone is out of here. Sayonara! Arrivederci! Hit the bricks! But I want to tell you guys little bit about something here. Look, there was a time when I was happy to not be on the road. I was happy to be a civilian. I was happy to be home. It's very hard when you miss your family so much. I missed a lot of Ariana's life, and it's suffering. I'm not gonna lie, it's suffering. And then I had an opportunity to come here to TNA 2 years and 5 months ago, and it did not take me long to fall in love again with professional wrestling.
That's because TNA's the shit, yo.
This is the industry that changed my life, that changed my family, that changed everything. Now, I know to be a director of authority, it's a job of service. Okay, I owe it to the locker room, I owe it to the fans, I owe it to every knockout, every X Division competitor, every up-and-comer, to make sure they have a fair and just opportunity. I took this job serious, and I still do to this day. And I always said it's director of our authority, because I do it for you guys. But it's a little difficult for me to talk about this stuff, so I thank you for listening to that. But let me tell you this part, okay? I'm stepping down as director of authority for only 1 day, because on June 7, I'm going to be reinstated after I destroy Robert Stone's ass!
He's gonna destroy his ass.
Robert Stone has a thing or two to say about that.
As Tanner's running.
I mean, wow. What a speech, Santino.
This guy really gets fucking good heat. I hate this guy. I don't like him, but not like in the bad Logan Paul kind of way. Like, he's a good wrestler.
What a hero you are, Santino.
I wonder if tomorrow's the day Robert Stone's gonna get his ass kicked, or if he's gonna win and they're gonna prolong this for a while longer. Because eventually this guy's gotta get fucking knocked out.
You know something? All these people, they may love you, but the reality is, you're not a leader. You're a loser. And when I beat you at Against All Odds, I am going to make sure that you are never allowed at TNA Wrestling again. And moving forward, this place will officially be the Sheriff Stone Show.
You should have let me finish before you come out. But let me tell you this. I have 2 new little kids, Marco and Milena, and they're watching their father. And they're watching their father do what's right and stand up to a piece of like you. Okay? You think I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let you
A piece of shit like Robert Stone. Well, you better win then.
turn this place into a soulless corporate company that doesn't do anything for the fans and you don't give them for what they want? Let me tell you this, you better be ready to go through hell, because the only way you're going to win is over my death body!
Let's get done. Please, if it means that Robert Stone wins and he turns TNA into WWE, like, please, then fucking hope Santino wins, because I'm gonna take a thumbnail shot. Oh, shit. I rewinded by accident.
Place is to go through hell, because the only way you're going to win is over my death body. Robert Stone made it personal, and Santina Marella is ready to fight back. Tomorrow night, who will be the true director of authority in TNA Wrestling?
Ugh, I ruined it. Where was I? 12 minutes left in the show. Ugh, fuck. I'm new to using this fucking phone for these watch alongs. I just press something on the screen and it all goes to shit.
Rosemary. And Matt Hardy to take on
Nothing else matters.
our main event, and it is next.
This looks like a Masha Slamovich promo. She's facing Lei Lee. They're friends, so she's not gonna be like crazy here, but let's see what she says.
When I look at my opponent, nothing else matters. I'm dialed in, like a hunter on its prey. Everything else, the noise, the lights, it's all gone. Laser focus directly at my prey. I'm ready for a real challenge. I'm ready for a real competitor, a warrior. If I could describe Lei Lee in one word, it would be warrior. I can see through your soul. And I can see behind those warrior eyes, I can see self-doubt. Because you know, and I know, that every warrior has an Achilles heel, and I'm gonna find it.
Masha is championship material. She beat Jordan Grace at our biggest event of the year, Bound for Glory. This is the best version we have ever seen.
At Against All Odds, in Tempe, Arizona, Lei Lee, I chose you because you were the best. And it's high time that I beat the best.
I can't wait to get to Phoenix tomorrow night for Against All Odds.
Well, that was a better promo than I thought it would be, with nothing to work with. Okay, she could see through her fucking soul, she says. I like it. I'll give it a thumbs up for today for both their promos. Build up. This has been a really good episode, man. This has been such an excellent episode. This has been like a go home show, getting ready for tonight's show Against All Odds, and it has some really good stuff on it itself. A Monsters Ball, an X Division title match. Excellent stuff. 10 minutes to go. Let's see what we got. There was a main event 6-man tag, which I suppose I'm probably gonna skip through a lot of it.
It all gets underway with the countdown to Against All Odds, live and free on TNA Plus, TNA's YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and all of TNA's social and digital platforms at a special start time of 9:30 p.m. Eastern. We will see the Elegance brand up against Zaya Brookside, Mila Grace, and Harley Hudson in a 6 knockouts tag team matchup. Then, Against All Odds begins at a special start time of 10 p.m. Eastern, live worldwide on TNA Plus.
Oh my god.
But before Against All Odds, we still got a huge 6-man tag main event.
Following contest is a 6-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, they are the TNA World Tag Team Champions, Ryan.
I would feel weird doing that with my brother, shaking my butt like that, but okay. I will say Ryan Nemeth, since he joined his brother as a heel, has been a lot better than before that when they just had him be an annoying guy that just was annoying. But okay, who are they teaming with? I think they're teaming with
Tuesday night, where Mike Santana was screwed out of the TNA World Championship by TNA's own AJ Francis and Casey Navarro of first
here's
class. Trick
Santana.
Williams somehow going to get it together to be the guest on the first
There it is.
penthouse,
Okay, it's
but
Kazarian
Santana is
and the
understandably
Nemeth
marching into this
against
main event
Santana
mighty pissed
and
off.
Leon
Santana
Slater and Matt Hardy.
Slater against the Nemeth and Kazarian.
This is a long-standing feud. They've had cage matches. They've had lockdown type of matches with these guys. That was where Nick Nemeth turned on the Hardys and everybody, but he was with them. But
Frankie's got a hard head. He can take it.
I don't really know what they're gonna do here. I'm not sure if this was tape delayed because Santana is really not saying anything about that loss. They might just be saying it on commentary. But I guess we'll see if first class enter at all. But as of right now, I'm not really too interested in this main event, so I'm gonna forward through it and see if anything happens.
Take BME 20th and South. White honorary was Paul Bags. How the hell Mike's far? Beautiful. Was going for the rolling
All right.
150. Ryan Nemeth.
There's 1 minute left, so I'll just let it run.
Close, Nemeth almost shutting it down.
Oh, look out! Spin the block! Cover! Santana gets the win for his team!
Here are your winners, the team of Mike Santana, Leon Slater, and Matt Hardy!
What a wild and chaotic contest. Let's take you back to how this closed off. Mike Santana and Ryan Nemeth, a little bit of back and forth, but to no avail. Santana spins the block and cleans the clock of Ryan Nemeth.
Amidst the betrayal and the chaos we have witnessed over the last few weeks, tomorrow night is shaping up to be one of the most critical nights in this company's history. Can TNA's best take back what belongs to us? We're going to find out at Against All Odds.
All right, I will say I was probably least interested in that title in that main event match out of everything on the show. Pretty damn good show, I will say. I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up for a go home and for a standalone episode. I thought it worked both ways. The X Division title match was a solid matchup. Even the Elegance brand against the Harley Hudson and Mila Grace, I thought was decent. Not great, but decent. And then the Monsters Ball, I'm just glad they all got out of there without getting hurt. So we got some promos for Elijah for the world title match tomorrow, and then or tonight, I guess, and then also for Laying Lee and Masha Slamovich. I'm just listing things I can remember from the show. But overall, yeah, 2 thumbs up. I enjoyed this very much. Much like Evolve this week, I think Evolve and Impact were really good, and Fighter Fest was kind of bleh. Fighter Fest was almost a thumbs down show. Overall, it was very tough to get through and kind of boring overall. So, once again, TNA and NXT doing well. There wasn't much NXT going on here. I think that's one thing they could get back to is bringing some of the girls over and giving them a chance for people who aren't getting time on the NXT television. But I know they got Evolve now too. Like Nikita Lyons was on Impact before, and then she's been on Evolve lately. So I would like to see a little bit more crossover personally because I'm a fan of it. I think it's been going well. So I know the TNA champion right now, the world champion, is an NXT wrestler, but I think they could do with some more people coming over. That's about it. All right, that'll end my stream for today. Gotta go. Got other shit to do. Have a good one.